Hey y'all, it's Tia Cherie here and welcome back to my channel. I just want to say Happy New Year to you guys. If this is your first time here, please be sure to hit that subscribe button, and if you are returning, it is so nice to see you. So in this week's video, I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different. So on my journey to like self-improvement, self-development and stuff, but as of the last year, there's just been a lot of progress that I've made in regards to kind of bettering myself. And being that it's the new year, it is a clean slate, a fresh start. I'm hoping that everyone is in a space of learning and just trying to elevate themselves this year. And I really wanted to speak about a topic that has been very near and dear to my growth, and that is forgiveness. And I really wanted to do a video kind of just sharing my experience when it comes to forgiving myself and other people, and how it has helped me to grow as a person, and some of the things that I've kind of dealt with over the last few months during this very crazy transition period that I've had. So if you guys are interested in watching, make sure that you keep watching and stay tuned. So it is the first week in January of 2023, and I am pretty sure we are all kind of in a mode of just trying to see where our year is going to go this year, trying to plan out a good year for ourselves, but also if we're spending some time right now kind of reflecting on how last year went, whether it was good, bad, indifferent, whatever the case is, just trying to see where we are coming from. And for me personally, over like the last couple of days, I've kind of just had to think back on some of the things that I've kind of dealt with last year, and things that have really modified me like as a person, and I kind of want to speak in regards to that. So as I had mentioned, I have been in therapy consistently for like 3.5 years. Like, I really made a decision a few years ago that I just wanted to feel better. I wanted to be a better person. I was dealing with like a lot of depression and anxiety and like all of these things, and I was just tired of feeling that, and I knew that I needed to speak to someone. What I was doing for myself just wasn't working, and it was just kind of like, okay, what's next? Like, I don't want to keep feeling like this, so let me go, get some outside help. So I wound up, getting in therapy, and I've been in it consistently. But last year in particular, I had a lot of life-changing situations that were literally life-changing. So I, moved a job from that I was with for like the last 7 years, started a whole new career. I ended a very long-term relationship that I was in. I lost a lot of friends or people I thought were friends. And there was just a lot of movement in my life and a lot of tough decisions that needed to be made last year. And now as I sit back and reflect on that in the new year and like what I want to do or see for myself in this coming year, I realized that there were a lot of things that I had to forgive myself for, right? So that's kind of why I wanted to do this video. And it kind of just came to me randomly the other day. I was kind of like reflecting back on something that happened. And I actually had recorded a TikTok video in regards to this while I was sitting in my car waiting for my lash appointment. And I'm actually going to insert the video here because I feel like it really explains best what I was thinking in that moment, and it really kind of just gives you a good idea of what I'm speaking about, and then I'm gonna kind of just come back after and kind of expand on that. So check out the video here. Hey y'all, so I had a thought that I wanted to share about forgiveness. So as I'm sitting in my car waiting for my lash appointment that my lash tech basically pushed back an hour, 5 minutes before my appointment. Not too much on her, not too much. But anyway, as I'm sitting here waiting for my appointment, I was just kind of thinking about some of the things that I want to work on this year, and one of them is forgiveness. So one thing about me is I'm a Libra, and I can hold a grudge forever with no problem. God is still working on me. He's still working on me. Now, in the realm of forgiveness, this year, I really want to work on forgiving myself. Forgiving myself for mistakes that I've made or things that I deem to be a mistake. Forgiving myself for giving people too much of my energy when they didn't deserve it. Forgive myself for making wrong choices or not really following my gut and my intuition when I knew certain, things were not right. In 2022, I had to make a lot of tough decisions, and a lot of them consisted of either forgiving people for shit that they did to me that was wrong, or allowing myself to make a decision that I felt was the right decision for me, and not seeking anyone else's approval or forgiveness for me making a decision that was good for me. And honestly, I'm gonna do more of that this year, because I have a very bad tendency of being a people pleaser, right? And not for nothing, a lot of times that shit just leaves me more uncomfortable in the end, and I'm not doing that no more. So I say all of that to say, in this year, 2023, forgive yourself more. Forgive yourself for mistakes you've made in the past. Forgive yourself for giving energy to time and people and situations that may not have been the best for you. Everything happened the way it was supposed to. And whether you see it as a wrong decision or not, it in the long run will be helpful, because either it was something that put you where you needed to go as far as like a path, or it was a lesson that you learned to hopefully never make that same mistake again. You give everybody else grace. You give it to your friends, family, job, everything. You give out grace, but you never give yourself grace. And this year, we're giving ourselves grace. We're giving ourselves forgiveness. We're giving ourselves patience. We are giving ourselves all of the stuff that we wish that people that we love would give to us. We're going to give that to ourselves in 2023. Not exactly sure who that message was for, but I needed to share it, because this year I'm forgiving myself and I'm living unapologetically. And I hope that you are too. So that was my little TikTok video on my thoughts about forgiveness. And if you don't mind, go follow me on TikTok. I plan on posting more content there as well. But yeah, so I kind of just wanted to expand on some of the things that I mentioned in the video. But just the gist of it is, on this journey that you're on for self-development, personal development, just improvement overall, we have to learn how to forgive ourselves. Feel like obviously life is a culmination of choices, right? It's a culmination of the different things that you've chosen as far as your path, right? Maybe you chose to go to college. Maybe you didn't choose to go to college. Maybe you chose to have children or not have children. Maybe you chose to get married or not get married. Like, all of these things factor into our life experiences. And sometimes as we get older and we start to grow, the decisions that we've made prior are affecting us in our lives now. And a lot of times we kind of can dwell on that, and we can regret things that we've done in the past. We can regret decisions that we made. We know in our present day now, if we can go back and do that over, we absolutely would do it totally different. And that's okay. But with that being said, we do need to learn to forgive ourselves and not bring like the negativity of the situation into our present day. At the end of the day, even when it's hard to see, the decisions that we make at the time, whether they turn out to be a lesson in the future of what not to do, or they turn out to be something where it kind of just puts us on a path that maybe we didn't know that we were going to be on. Either way, you got something from it. And I think a lot of growth that has happened for me over the last year is forgiving myself for prior decisions that I used to dwell on like the everyday basis. Like, I'm a people pleaser. I have a very bad habit of wanting other people to be happy, and sometimes that is at the detriment to myself. And that affects you over time, because you start to put yourselves in situations that you don't willingly want to be in, but you also don't want to say no to someone, or you don't want to hurt someone's feelings. So you just kind of do what you feel like is right, but in the long term of things, it is not right. It's not right for you, so it is not right. So I really wanted to speak in the aspect of forgiveness, because I feel like, especially on your journey to becoming like a better person and elevating and just kind of starting to live the life that you want to live, that can look different than the life that you have previously lived, right? Because obviously you're trying to elevate to a different level, whatever that may be for you. And with that comes making choices and making decisions. And where you are right now and where you want to be, you have to make certain decisions. And hopefully once you get to that next level or space, the decisions that you made, you feel like were good decisions, but maybe they won't feel so good, or maybe they'll cause you to lose people that you don't want to lose, or maybe they'll cause you to be in situations that are difficult but best for you in the long term. And I think when we think of forgiveness, we really have to learn how to give ourselves grace. And it is so important on this journey of kind of betterment that I've learned to forgive myself for past mistakes. I've learned how to forgive myself for acting in a mindset of what I was at that time, even if that doesn't align with maybe what I thought I was. But you only know what you know, right? So you can only make decisions based on the information that's being presented to you at the time. And as you start to grow and learn and experience life, you would probably make certain decisions differently now than you did then. But I want us to learn how to not dwell on those things, and also how to trust ourselves. And through these last couple of months with therapy and like my life changing in so many different drastic ways, I had to put a lot more faith in my decision making. And knowing that even if I don't necessarily feel the greatest about the decision that I'm making, just because it's hard doesn't mean it's wrong. Also, if you are trying to elevate yourself to another level, you can't keep making the decisions and the choices that are getting you what you have, right? So in order to elevate, you have to make different decisions and different choices. And yes, they may be great ones, and you may get exactly what you're looking for. And they also may not be, but you also need to trust yourself enough to know that the decision that you are making right now is going to be the best one for you. Whether good or bad, it is either a lesson or a blessing. I want you to take away from this video, especially in this new year. We have a clean slate. We can now kind of take a moment to readjust. Whatever didn't go good in 2022, let's leave it there. Let's leave it here. After you see this video, whenever you see it and this video is done, leave it here. Let's not continue to bring that forward if it's not something that's going to help us elevate. You're going to start making decisions that are going to be uncomfortable. If you're looking to level up, get to the next step in your life, whether it's your career, personal life, professional life, just development overall, you're going to have to make decisions that are uncomfortable and new to you because you're trying to get to a new level, right? New levels, new devils, as they say, right? So you can't keep yourself in the mindset that you are in now, and you have to trust in your ability to make good decisions for yourself. We never know how everything is going to play out, so everything that we do is a risk. Sometimes we take the jump and we land on our feet, and sometimes we take the jump and we stumble. But either way, learning how to forgive yourself when you do stumble is just going to help you get back up and try again. And this year, I want us to be able to do that. We're going to fail. You know, hopefully not too bad, but there might be some failure this year, and that is okay. It's okay to fail, but it's also even better to take that failure and learn from it and then know how to apply it moving forward. So I hope this year you really work on giving yourself grace, learning yourself, spending time with yourself, trusting your gut, learning how to be confident in the decisions that you make, learning how to trust your intuition, and learning that yes, sometimes you make mistakes or sometimes you don't make the best decisions with the information that you have, but that just means that you can grow from it. And in this year, I want you to just be confident in yourself, because getting to your best self is going to take some risks. It's going to take being a little delusional, quite frankly, to kind of just elevate yourself. And you are worthy of that. You are worthy of your next level. No matter what you've done in your past, forgive yourself. No matter how many bad things you may have done, you can always change that and move forward and do better and be better. So I hope this video was helpful. I'm not sure who it was for, but if it was for you, please be sure to leave some comments down below. Also, let me know something that you are forgiving yourself for. Me personally, I am forgiving myself for not trusting my gut and doing what I knew I should have done in the first place. So if you can relate to that, I would love to know down in the comments below. I would love for you guys to interact with this post. And I just want to be able to help you share what it is that you want to grow from. And then you guys can come look back on this in the next couple of months and realize that you have grown. And that is going to be the amazing part of it. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate the support. Your girl is trying to grow her YouTube this year for real. So I greatly appreciate the support in advance. And I will see you guys on next week's video. So see you soon.